Hey Eurovision fans, Marko will represent Croatia in Eurovision 2025 with his song Poison Cake. I'm going to listen and react to the national final performance, give you my analysis of the artist, the song and the staging, and see if this could get Croatia their third qualification in a row in Eurovision. So let's kiki. My name is Tom, I'm an Irish Eurovision analyst, and you can find all of this stuff on my Eurovision channel. Apologies this video is late. With these videos where I review the song from each country, I basically got a couple of week window to get them done after the song has been chosen, and occasionally sometimes things are so busy that I miss that window and then the opportunity's kind of gone. So I do want to still do it, but I'm just going to keep this video shorter. In case you're wondering, I've released 127 videos since the season started, so just sometimes too much stuff happens at once. And I did actually review this in Dora as well, so there was already evidence of my opinion of the song online. Very quick, let's find out about Marko. He is 21. He's from Mostar in Bosnia and Herzegovina, which I've been to. I wonder, is that connected to his name, Bosniak? Does that mean somebody from Bosnia, or is it a coincidence? Don't come for me. I don't speak Serbo-Croat. I've been to Mostar. It's the city with the bridge. Really, really, really beautiful. I traveled through Bosnia and Herzegovina a while ago. Yeah, really cool. That's so fun that he's from a city that I've been to. He rose to fame as the winner of the second season of the Serbian talent show Pinkove Zvezdice, which I just pronounced incorrectly. He got bullied a lot in school and he ended up moving to Zagreb. And he tried to be in Eurovision before. He was in Dora 2022. I think he came second, didn't he? Moli za nas, Pray for Us. Yeah, and he came second. Who was 22? Was that the Taylor Swift song? Yeah, Mia Dimsic, Guilty Pleasure. Croatia have had such massive turnaround in their Eurovision persona since Let 3. My God. He was only 18 when he came second in Dora, and now he's won it on as a second attempt. He recently just came out as well, which is really, really admirable. Takes a lot of guts, not just in Croatia, but anywhere if you kind of want to be a pop star, because I think that many record companies want to pressure you to be available. That used to be a huge thing in the 90s and the noughties, that a lot of gay artists in boy bands and girl groups weren't able to be themselves for that reason. So huge support for Marko. That takes a lot of bravery to do. Put himself in a really, really vulnerable position representing LGBT plus people from former Yugoslav Republic. I've heard that he has been getting a little bit of a hard time. I think some of it is disguised as dislike for the song, but I think some of it is veiled attacks on him. So yes, he does need our support. Okay, I'm going to react to the national final performance. I didn't watch this. I was kind of following the results and whatnot, but I haven't seen the full performance yet. So I'm really excited to check this out. I believe he was sick now. He needed a couple of injections because he was really, really ill just to get him through the final. I've since seen him in the pre-parties and he's been really excellent on stage. So we'll keep that in mind when we're doing this review. Okay, this is Marko Bosniak singing Poison Cake. Want to know my secret band? I think it's better to watch this because then I can get a better feeling for the staging. Lovely opening. Very Bambi Thug-esque. But that's still wonderful. Oh, that's a wonderful beginning. And I love that's in a circle. You can't tell he's sick, actually. Oh, this is better than I thought. I thought this was going to be a big hot mess. He's really doing well so far. I love these camera cuts. Styling's a bit vampire. Like Dracula. Great world building though, that we really were transported for those first 30 seconds. Good intensity in the camera as well. That's fun. This is maybe a little bit too kidsy, but I like the idea of like kind of quirky and weird. And the two girls in the front are kind of more sinister. Okay, so they're kind of in a kitchen. Do you know what? There's some fun stuff here. I love the female dancers. They're wonderful. The kind of characterization they have of being like these bad, naughty, kind of like sinister. He's doing wonderful considering he's sick. And we see in the pre-parties he's great live. Oh, I love that girl sliding across the floor. This is what they need to lean into. Really naughty, weird, wonderful. That's what makes him stand out. This is a nice part of the song as well. Okay, some camera tricks. They've got ideas here, definitely. I think this bit sounds a little bit rock, and that's good because we see so little rock this year and none in semi-final number 1, I don't think. This is fun. Okay, you can see he's a little bit sick here. He'll have more energy. It's a key part of the song that needs to be a little bit better than that. Fire is wonderful. Love the LEDs. These dancers are really excellent. I love their styling. I love the character they've been given. This is a real key part. This is going to be a big hook for a lot of people. Dash of Death, wonderful lyric. Yeah, that's fine. Vocals off, he's sick, doesn't matter. Pre-parties is better information. Love these dancers, they have to come to Basel. I hope that it can bring them. And then these big notes are going to be better as well, live as well. Exciting ending. There's lots to work with in the song. It's got highs and lows. It's got grip on it. Wonderful. Those dancers are... Do you know what? I kind of wish I watched that before I did my prediction video, because that would have changed what I thought a little bit. I have to admit, I was just going off the general reaction from everyone, which was like slight dismay, not too optimistic about it. Now, I'm not saying that's qualifying, but there was lots of fun stuff there. I freaking loved the styling. His styling could be a little bit more expensive looking. You could kind of see that the material was a little bit cheap, but this kind of like Dracula fantasy evilness is cool. It makes him stand apart. Those dancers, oh my god, I loved it. I love the styling. I love how they were kind of giving me like a little bit of the mix of the goth kids, but then also like the beautiful mean girls kind of mixed together, but then also the girls you want to hang out with as well, kind of like in a fun, sinister, evil way. Like there was one bit where they're doing like patty cake, the two ones at the back, but the two ones in the front were just like stony staring into the camera. That's fabulous. Really, really, really fun there. You could see he was sick. The vocals, particularly at the end, were off. And in London pre-party, he has great, much better movement on the stage. He looks more control. There you can see sometimes he kind of just wanted to rest at some point. It's just like, kind of just want to get off the stage. That was better than I thought. Now, the bit with the kind of patty cake is risky. It can go really wrong into too childish, a little bit goofy. But if they hit the mood right, it can be really memorable. It can be a really memorable part. That kind of like strummy guitar part, I'd forgotten about that. I think that's a real key catchy moment because it makes the song sound really smooth and cool. It's got a great melody to that. I think they did great. I love this slow turn at the start. It reminded me of Bambi Thug. Doesn't matter. Bambi Thug doesn't own slow turns. Keep that. That's wonderful. Love that it's in the circle as well. I think my main takeaway from that is that they just need to go full in on weird, evil, sinister, mean, dark. Just be totally different from everyone else. If it doesn't work, doesn't matter. They're bottom of the qualification odds right now anyway, I'm pretty sure. F it. Just take a risk. Have something really fun, really memorable. So even if it doesn't qualify, people are like, I definitely remember Poison Cake. What a show. Like, for example, Malta last year, didn't qualify, came last. I think a lot of people are going to remember Loop and like some of the wonderful choreography they had and some fun stuff that they did on the stage. Just go for it. Don't play it safe. I don't think playing it safe is going to work in semi-final number one. There's lots of other boys who are kind of in his genre. He needs to be as different from them as possible. I'm already thinking of Red Sebastian, who has like a dark mood, but nothing that's like a characterization of evil that I got from that. I got like personality characters from that, whereas Red Sebastian's a little bit more cool, dark in the club. It just feels different. I just want them to go for a totally different feel. Let's talk about if this can qualify or not. I think this is a great challenge for the Croatian delegation. It's not as easy as Let 3 and Baby Lasagna were. They just kind of have to show up. But the Croatian delegation did well with both of those. I don't know how much of the staging was them and how much of it was Baby and how much of it was Let 3. I think Let 3 had a huge input, but still they facilitated that. And they both had great shows and they both got great televotes. So hopefully they've learned a couple of tricks from that. This is qualifiable. Definitely. It's got a really, really late running order. They need to stand out. They need to make themselves so different. I love some of the camera tricks in it. I love the bit at the end. These female dancers are absolutely wonderful. This is some of my favorite choreography of the whole year. I love the bit where the girls, she's doing a bridge on the ground. She's sliding her back along the ground. Wonderful stuff like that just is going to make people stand up. And remember, the patty cake part is so risky, and that could be a real make or break. If they do something really shocking, a little bit dangerous there, people are going to remember it, but they need to remember it in a positive way. They don't remember it like that was a hot mess. that's a big messy cake in the oven that just exploded. They want people to be like, that's a cake I want to taste. Give me some of that poison cake, even though it's poisonous. I want it anyway. Most confectionaries are pretty poisonous for you anyways. Marco's costume needs a little bit of an upgrade. Maybe they get a little bit more fun stuff. I think putting food up on the LEDs might be a bit too goofy. You know, Stitizieni, which I can't pronounce. I'm sorry, Latvian people. I always pronounce it wrong. It's very hard to say apparently. But they had food up on their LEDs. You couldn't see it because of the dead sun, but they had lots of food up. And that kind of fit them, but they felt like a little bit more jolly. This feels a little bit darker. I think they could have some food up, maybe cake. You can't put blood in Eurovision, but something like sinister food up, you know, poison apples, poison cakes. You know, if you get a song called Love From Above, which is full of generic lyrics, it's very hard to stage because what is the story? Nothing's going on. It's just loads of generic crap. These lyrics are fun, quirky, different, interesting. You can go big and it fits with the song and it works. I want Croatia to go big. Go out in a big ball of flames. And if it doesn't work, doesn't matter. You'll have experimented some stuff which you can take for next year. Marko's actually a great performer. You know, we've seen him in London Party. He's really going to try and sell this. I think he's got something to prove. Like I said, he's been getting a lot of criticism since he came out. This would be a great way to shut up his critics. So I think he really, 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 really wants this. And I think this is possible. This could be a shock qualifier. Marko needs to nail it, which I'm pretty confident about. They need those dances because those dances were fantastic. And the delegation needs to step up a little bit. And this would be a huge W for them if they can qualify this when it really has been one of the main songs that people are saying can qualify. This is the type of juicy challenge they should be sinking their teeth into like a poison cake. Because if they qualify, they can start to build up a reputation as being one of the really good delegations. There's lots of delegations who get middling songs every year and get it across the line. They get the job done. They know how to sell a package, target on a niche, target on broad appeal, whatever it is, they've got a way to get into the final. And I want to see Croatia doing that. I don't want them to just only do okay when they've been given a really good starting pack. I want them to take the ingredients and bake their own mother-loving big badass cake. This has definitely got potential. I'm rooting for him big time. Let's have a quick look at that. I actually just did my odds up so I can tell you it's 36th on the winning odds. It's not winning. The main question right now is qualification. Let's look at the qualification odds. My odds video is coming out very soon. I'm editing it. I was actually editing it and I was talking about Croatia and then I was like, I want to go do this video. I wanted to see his performance because I'd left it so long. Yeah, he's done 36th. Let's look at where he is in semi-final number 1. He's in the last place. He's currently 5 in decimal odds, but last year we saw that Don's was 7 and he qualified. So being low in the odds means absolutely nothing. If people vote for you, they vote for you, you're in. Would be helpful to him if some of the other dark pop boys, Cyprus, Belgium, Norway are a little bit underwhelming. If people have an appetite for dark pop boys this year, all 4 of them can go in. There's no limit. It's not like there's quotas for different types of songs. If he puts on a great performance, he's in. He's very late in the running order, which is definitely a little bit of could be a saving grace. That could be the cherry on the cake. These cooking puns are terrible. Okay, let's just end the video. Eurovision scoreboard. Where is he? I think he's in 35th. I'll just do a quick check. He's in 34th place. Yeah. So it's not a huge amount of fan love. Doesn't matter. Last year, Bambi Thug was pretty low in the Eurovision scoreboard rankings. They had the most incredible staging. People fell in love with the song and it boomed up the Eurovision scoreboard. Bambi wasn't as low as this, but people can change their mind if they see a wonderful package. Really, really rooting for Marko and the Croatian team. This has got a chance. They need to work their butts off. They need to take risks. And they need to be badass mother lovers. I hope that they can do it. Okay, what did you think about Marko Bosniak representing Croatia? Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Thank you to those who've been supporting me on PayPal and Buy Me Coffee. If you want to support the channel, leave a QR code here and a link in the description. And of course, thank you to all my wonderful patrons for patronizing me from all around the world. On my Patreon, you can get loads of cool Eurovision stuff. Go check it out if you're a fan. But of course, thank you so much just for being here. I hope to see you in another Eurovision analysis song review short version. Once again, goodbye.